If you'll go right on through there.
From her early days in high school, still photography has captivated Whitney Selesky.
There's nothing else to tear you away from the face.
Looking through her lens, she focuses on capturing the emotion.
Your eye is going to take a journey around the picture. I want to be able to capture what their true story is without them having to say anything.
In late 2014, Whitney started what she called the Stanley Sessions. She named this after her father, Stanley Selesky.
He was a baseball scout for the San Francisco Giants.
Stanley loved baseball, grew up playing the game. Played in the minors as well for the New York Yankees. Then, in the late 70s, at age 23, he became the youngest scout in baseball.
He was gone probably 80 to 90% of the time.
Whitney and her mother lived in Oakwood, and Stanley would always call home to check in.
I don't really talk about this a lot.
October 2014, it was a Sunday.
I did get to say I love you, which was super important.
Then, after that, alone in his hotel room in Baltimore, Maryland, Stanley Selesky killed himself.
There is nothing like grief to completely change the way you were living your life.
Whitney and her mom said there was never any indication he would do this.
To be brutally honest, sometimes I get frustrated with myself that I named it the Stanley Sessions because every time I say his name, I have to remember.
Amid the personal devastation,
You got a nice shadow going behind you.
this started a new journey for Whitney. Stanley Sessions is a place where people can talk about suicide and see how suicide affects their lives.
I was going to take my life on March 29th, 2016, and I tried to push my family away.
Erin Seitz said either the pain was going to kill her or she was going to make it stop.
Beautiful.
And then there is Carol Greastorn.
And he went out and bought a rope and he hung himself.
She lost her brother Randy in 2012.
If I can do that and share my story and help them keep the light, then that's what I'm going to do. That's what I want these pictures to show. That's why I brought the candle.
The Stanley Sessions Project is something Carol and Erin are grateful to be a part of,
Beautiful.
because they believe sharing their stories of grief, loneliness, and recovery will guide others and show them there is help dealing with the pain and they're not alone in this.
I think probably my dad felt a lot of that too. I wish, like you, he had been open. And I think it's a shame that he wasn't. But
And that's why we need to make people uncomfortable by talking about it.
Oh, yeah.
I really like that.
Suicide is a topic far too many people find too difficult to talk about publicly.
I feel like it's important that we need to keep going, even though we've lost someone.
During this photo session, it was almost as though it was therapeutic for Erin, Carol, and Whitney.
Some days it's to keep his memory alive. Some days I feel like I don't feel anything at all. Some days are crying days. Some days are anger days.
And when Erin was contemplating suicide, she said her husband Sean went through hell with her.
He learned what he needed to do to bring me back from that place, and he did it time after time after time, and he never gave up. And I don't know how he did it.
But with help, the Seitz family got through it together. And Erin says she is getting healthier every day.
There's hope. Recovery is possible. Getting better is possible.
Whitney's goal is to share the stories of 50 people impacted by suicide.
Oh, wait, hold on. Beautiful. Perfect.
Eventually, she hopes to turn her pictures and people's journeys into a coffee table book and get it into area coffee shops and restaurants. This is an uncomfortable topic, but far less painful than what got Whitney to this point in life.
Losing your dad, losing an important figure in your life who you looked up to, who you thought would not leave.
It took her dad leaving for Whitney to find such a powerful way to make a difference and make her dad proud. James Brown, News Center 7.